Hello friends, it is Sunday, January the 26th, about 10:30 p.m. Pacific Time. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This was the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America before 1954, after which the Republicans, who were already compromised by Russian agents, decided to push the Christians to think that they were being discriminated against and pushed to put "under God" into the Pledge of Allegiance, to make everyone obedient to their God, to create the illusion that this was a Christian nation. And justice for all. Yesterday morning, I went out into the forest, as I do many times on the weekends, to try and clear my head. Disconnected, off the grid, out enjoying nature's beauty. Returned in the late afternoon and then checked in with what was happening in the world and found out about the horrendous execution of Alex Pretti. I'm numb. I wanted to make this yesterday after I started seeing other people comment on it, and I could not, because I am literally numb at this point. Part of that comes from the fact that I've been making these videos, raising my voice, telling people they need to raise their voice, and literally it's like I'm shouting into the wind. And I'll keep doing it because for me this is, my journal. How I was feeling day to day as the nation was going through the interregnum, the period between actual government here in the United States, the period when we were no longer a constitutional nation, but were post-constitutional and had a regime that was riding roughshod over the will of the people. I've said in previous videos that they are unhinged, these people. Contrary to what the usurper says, that he always hires the best people, it is actually the worst of the worst. And that is purposeful. The worst of the worst, the angriest, the most psychotic and sociopathic individuals are now given guns and badges and sent out onto the streets of America to kill innocent people, to terrorize the American people. After Renee Good, officers started saying to protesters, hey, you better stop this. You saw what we did. You saw what happened. Clearly trying to intimidate people. If you keep protesting, if you keep using your constitutional rights, we will kill you. Oh, then DHS Christy Nome puts out a statement that says filming of these events is not permitted because it is interfering with government operations and investigations. Okay, cool. Now, one of the things that is very clear, as I just mentioned, is that these people with the guns and the badges are not the best people. After they killed Renee Good, literally 2 seconds after firing 3 shots into an innocent individual, Ross says, fucking bitch. After he just fucking shot a woman, a peacefully, within her right, American citizen that's simply trying to get out of this situation. Shot and killed. Didn't kill her instantly, but still she's dead. Okay. So after shooting bullets into someone, his first instinct is to call her a fucking bitch. This says everything about who he is, isn't he? He's hired exactly because he is filled with rage and hate. That's why he was hired. Now, the agent that unloaded a full clip into Alex Pretti has not yet been identified that I'm aware. I haven't looked at it this morning because I wanted to make this video just to get it out there and clear my thoughts, because yesterday, as I said, I wanted to make this video, but I could not because I was numb. I was so upset by this. So I put it away and decided I'd do it today. Now, the individual that unloaded that full clip had his body camera, of course, running, and that was released immediately. And he can be heard saying, "It's better than Call of Duty, hey?" That's cool. Literally. After murdering someone. They think this is a game. This is fun to them. They enjoy this. Terrorizing people, murdering American citizens. They enjoy this. This is exactly what they want to be doing. This is exactly the point. This is about killing people. Lots of people. And now the good people of this country are going to stand up and march and march and march and march and march and march. And as I said for a while, eventually one of these crazy motherfuckers who is carrying an AK-47 with him is just going to spray a crowd of protesters. They're pushing for a mass casualty event. That's what they want. So it's Sunday, the Lord's Day. One nation under God. What kind of fucking God is it, Christians? I've said repeatedly in past videos that where we are going is not going to be easy. It is not going to be difficult. It is not going to be easy. It is going to be very difficult, and there is going to be loss of life. And there's nothing at this point that we can do to stop that. Even if we pulled off something similar to what the Czechoslovaks did in their peaceful revolt against communism, where the people went to the streets en masse and shut it down. Do Americans have the wherewithal to do that? The dedication? The intelligence? The spirit and morality? Does this good Christian nation just gonna lie down and take it? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll be quiet, sir. Oh, yes, sir. I don't have the answers. I'm not seeing it right now. And unless we go that route, then the route we are on is going to contain much more violence and much more loss of life. So these are options, America. We shut it down. We stop participating, stop going to work, stop buying things, block up the streets, and shut it down. And that will entail a lot of suffering on all of our parts. But guess what? Either we suffer now a little bit or we suffer a whole lot later. Take the medicine now, get it done with. We need to shut this down. Flood the streets. Washington, D.C. should become a no-work zone. You work for the federal government now? Stop. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's a sacrifice. But guess what? You are going to lose everything. We are all going to lose everything. If you are not now at least a millionaire 10 times over, they don't care about you. The rest of us are slaves or XS. I've said repeatedly, Stephen Miller is a sociopathic, criminally minded man who has stated he wishes to reduce the population of the United States by 150 million people. When people tell you who they are, you better believe them. Now, one thing I need to see on our side also is the good people that are very tech savvy. Very tech savvy. Begin digging into the identities of these people. Because the American people deserve to know who these criminals are. And in our resistance, we need to express energy towards those people who are still supporting this and let them know, non-violently, that we are disgusted and we are not going to forget, and they will never be forgiven. They will always be shunned and shamed if they still live. Go carefully, friends.